Week 14 began with the Vikings beating the Steelers 36-28. Apparently the game was close. Whatever. Apparently the Vikings nearly blew it, which would have been hilarious in its own right. But anyway, it's my bad regardless, like I said, but who cares? They're both Jekyll. And also, like I said, they're both Jekyll and Hyde football teams, so it is what it is. Seriously, can either team make up their fucking minds? Like, fucking hell. But anyway, time for the rest of your picks. Let's get started because I don't have time for this fucking bullshit. Saints going on the road to take on the New York Jets. This is a tough one because both teams should lose this game. I'm gonna go ahead and make a coin flip out of this because why not? And it's been a long time since I've been using this camera. Tails, you know what? Take the Jets because the Saints are falling apart, and quite frankly, they're fucking garbage. And I wish this hat would readjust properly. Anyway, let's go. I said let's go. Falcons going on the road to take on the Carolina Panthers. Last time these two teams met, the Panthers went into Atlanta and beat them. You know what? I'm going to take the Falcons to beat the Panthers. Because the Panthers are officially falling apart, and the Falcons are a better road team, much like a lot of teams in the NFL, apparently. Next up, Seahawks going on the road to take on the Houston Texans. It's great that the Texans have 2 wins, but they're eliminated from playoff contention, and frankly, it's just about draft. It's just about draft positioning at this point. Take the Seahawks to defeat the Houston Texans. Nice to see Seattle finally get out of the schneid, as the sportscasters would like to say on ESPN. Anyway, big fucking division game tomorrow. Raiders going on the road to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Another team that's a Jekyll and Hyde, can't make up their fucking minds on how good they are. In fact, that's almost every fucking team in the NFL this year. Aside from, and that includes even the team with the best record in the National Football League. That nobody's talking about. But anyway, this is about the Chiefs and the Raiders. Look for the Chiefs to sweep the Las Vegas Raiders. They should have swept them last year. Let's call that for what it is. I think they're going to sweep them this year. Here, moving on quickly. Another division game. Ravens going on the road to take on the Cleveland Browns. Last time these two teams met was like a couple weeks ago, where the Ravens actually beat the Browns, despite Lamar Jackson having multiple turnovers. Like I said, this Browns team is not necessarily out of the woods yet. So take the Ravens to sweep the Browns, I guess. I know the Ravens lost a tough one against the Steelers, ironically enough, but who cares? Cowboys going on the road to take on the Washington football team. Mike McCarthy has guaranteed a victory against the Washington football team, allegedly. So take the Washington football team to pull off the upset against the Dallas Cowboys. And when I say upset, I use that term in the loosest sense because this is the National Football League and there's really no such thing as upsets. So let's just call that for what it is. It's not like the Cowboys are this unbeatable football team. Jaguars going on the road to take on the Tennessee Titans. I will say this though. After this season, it's time for the Jaguars. After this season, the Jaguars should consider just 2 words: fire Meyer, because apparently he's a fucking control freak. freak who can't stand losing, and the biggest problem with that is he's being hired by a team that is in dire need of a massive fucking rebuild. And Trevor Lawrence fucking sucks, which is to be expected when you're the number one overall pick, rookie quarterback. And sorry for the starter, but go fuck yourselves. Anyway, wait. Titans, end of story. Moving on quickly. Lions going. All right, on to the late afternoon games already. Lions going on the road to take on the Denver Broncos. You know, it's a fucking shame that it had to take a Melvin Gordon injury to give Javonte Williams his first start, because it should have happened. Because Javonte Williams' first start should have happened before Denver's bye week. Melvin Gordon sucks. I don't know why the Broncos are so hell-bent on starting Melvin Gordon. I get it for PR reasons, but fuck off. I mean, get the fuck out of here with that shit. And the Lions, well, I'm hearing that the Lions are having some roster issues. Ugh, God damn it. They might. I don't want to get into that shit. Denver, the Broncos better be able to defeat the Detroit Lions. This has to happen. Now, I expect Denver to struggle because why? Because they can't fucking help themselves. They want to get cutesy with their retarded plays, but the problem with that is you have to actually have some sort of creativity, and the Broncos offense has zero creativity. The only reason why I'm taking the Broncos to win is because Detroit sucks ass. Although they did beat the Vikings, so at least they're not winless. But yeah, Broncos better beat the Lions. Giants going on the road to take on the LA Chargers. Chargers, end of story, don't fuck me over. 49ers going on the road to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Ooh, this is a tough one. This is kind of a tough game for me to pick. Last time these two teams met was 2 years ago. It was the season opener of the 2019 season. And it was clear as day that the Niners were a better football team, and the Buccaneers were just absolutely, utterly suck. Now, fast forward 2 years later, the Niners are still a good football team, but the Bengals have gotten a little bit better, and I'm only saying a little bit better. But I will say this: I am concerned about Joe Burrow's throwing pinky finger. So go ahead, because I don't think this team is good. I don't think this team is good enough without an actual starting quarterback. So we'll see how effective he can be. I know he played well during his pinky injury, but you know who the fuck? But who the fuck cares? The team still lost, and lost big at the end. That was a weird game. Not gonna lie. But go ahead and take the 49ers to defeat the Cincinnati Bengals. Bills going on the road to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, Buffalo has still proven to be the Patriots, bitch. I know they swept them last year, but, you know, give me a break. Give me a break. I mean, Belichick, let's just call it for what it is. It's really hard for any head coach to have to hamper and dumb down their fucking playbook for a guy named Cam Newton. No offense to him, but give me a fucking break. And Jesus Christ, Mac Jones only threw 3 passes against Buffalo. Well, wow. McDaniels and Belichick gotta give the devil their due. They pulled off a great game plan and beat the Bills, and now the Bills are in trouble and most likely won't win the division. And they gotta face the Buccaneers and a familiar quarterback and Tom Brady. Brady. Buffalo has been Brady's bitch as well, so I'm gonna continue with that fucking trend. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Man, Bucks. End of story. Moving on quickly. All right, Sunday Night Football. Bears going on the road to take on the Green Bay Packers. This is a tough one for me to pick. It would seem like a shoo-in for the Packers to beat the Bears, to sweep the Chicago Bears, excuse me. But I'm wondering if the Bears are using what Rodgers said the last time these two teams met, which was a couple months ago, as motivation. And the Bears somehow pull off a big win at Lambeau. It's happened before. It can happen again. So it's coin flip time. Excuse the fuck out of me. Atlanta tails. Interesting. I'll take the Packers, but I won't. But to be honest with you, if it's Andy Dalton starting as the quarterback, I wouldn't be, because the Bears are still technically alive for the playoffs, as are plenty of football teams. Not the Houston Texans, though. They've been eliminated. But you know, give me a break. They're still somewhat in the thick of it. Shockingly enough. So go ahead and take the Green Bay Packers to defeat the Chicago Bears. And the last up, the Monday night game, which will be simulcast on two networks, ESPN and ABC. Rams going on the road to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Now Kyler Murray did come back and play along with DeAndre Hopkins, and kick the ever-living shit out of the Chicago Bears. Apparently they have the best record in the AFC, in the entire National Football League. Nobody's talking about them, but you know what? If I'm a Cardinals fan, I'm glad nobody's talking about my team. You know why? Why? Because I don't want my team getting all hyped up and everything. I also don't want my team getting embarrassed by my opponent, who might be paying attention and saying, "Oh, wait a minute, well, they're 10-2. What the hell?" Thankfully, they're facing the Rams and they beat them before, but this season has been fucking weird. Weird, but go ahead and take the Arizona Cardinals to sweep the LA Rams. Is there a possibility that the Rams collapse out of home field advantage? Yes, there's always a possibility there. We'll see, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Arizona Cardinals to defeat the Rams. Sorry, I said it once. I do apologize. And that's all I've got to say about that. Now, before I get out of here, I gotta say this. Rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas. For the Broncos fans who are watching, as we all know, this past Thursday, Demaryius Thomas died of a seizure. Was found dead in his home in Georgia, due to a seizure. I'm still sorry. I'm still shocked about all of that shit, man. That just blew me the fuck away. I mean, apparently the seizure was because of a car crash that he got into 2 years prior to his death, and whatever. I will always remember Demaryius Thomas for the wild card game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, especially in overtime. Before that, he dropped a very crucial pass earlier in the game, and then he But then in overtime, the Broncos had the ball, and it turned out to be the only play in overtime because after a play fake from Tebow, and that led Demaryius Thomas to be wide open, and you know the rest. That was a great moment. I'm not gonna lie, and then Demaryius Thomas, and then we all know about Demaryius Thomas with Peyton Manning, especially in 2012 and 2013. And 2014, and then he got the big contract and kind of fell off a little bit, unfortunately. And yes, I have been critical of Demaryius Thomas in the past, but I'm not going to deny that he was a really, really good receiver. So, Demaryius Thomas, rest in peace. That's all I've got to say about that. Normally I would do my usual outro, but in this case, not this time. So, see you later, everybody. Have a good night.